Let's start this video with a simple story. Rahul has 4 years experience in the corporate world and he received an email last night from his client stating 3 things. Hey Rahul, we are not happy with your performance because of 3 reasons. Number 1, you are not speaking up in any calls. Number 2, you are not completing the assigned work on time. Number 3, you are not contributing to the overall team and helping solve others any kind of problems. The client of course sent you the email and also copied on the same email your manager. Now your manager came to you and the manager will say, hey Rahul, why are you doing this? Why are you not improving your performance? You need to improve and you need to work hard and you need to show to your client that hey, you are a rock star. After this conversation, you will work hard continuously, and after 3 months, unfortunately the client is not happy yet and the manager is not happy. They will not give you a good rating in your appraisal and you put down papers in 4 months. This is how it is going to end. Believe me, this is very common phenomenon as well. Now, how do you handle this situation? If you get manager support, great, but don't expect manager support every single time. In this video, based on my personal experiences in the corporate world, more than 10 years experience, I am giving you 5 ways in which you have to handle these situations. The first one is over-communication. There is nothing called in the corporate world as over-communication, even if you just speak a lot. In India, in our country, we hate people who speak a lot and who speak continuously, right? We'll just go behind their back and we will bitch about them. But in the corporate world, you actually have to speak a lot. You have to communicate everything. If there is a problem, you have to speak up in those stand-up meetings. Imagine you just are having a VPN issue and you say that, hey, my team can't solve the VPN issue for me. And you are not telling that to the team. No, you have to tell that VPN issue might be a common issue for almost all the people working in that company. So you might be exempted from any other criticism. So please don't ignore even a smallest of the smallest issues and continuously over communicate in those daily stand-up meetings, and also communicate the same things with your manager as well. The second thing, and within these meetings, make sure that you always talk about 3 things. Number 1, what did you do till the day before? It could be related to the overall sprint, it could be related to the overall project, or it could be just the last 1 week of assigned work. Number 2, what are you planning to do in the next few days? Number 3, if there are any issues or blockers, you have to bring them up no matter how small they are. This over communication will save you in a lot of ways. The second point is also over communication, but through emails. Now, when you are working with a client and the client has some problems, you should never ever have a one-on-one conversation, or you should never have a one-on-one email exchange with your client. Absolutely, that is a recipe for disaster. You should always CC either your manager or the client's manager or anybody else should be copied. They have to be copied. If somebody says to you that, hey, please don't copy me, then you take them out from the email thread. Otherwise, you should always copy your manager, their manager, and everybody. No one-on-one conversations, because that will not help you and it will only become a blame game. You said this, I said this, and there is no end to that blame game. Within the email writing as well, there is a technique called as sandwich technique. How you write an email. I'm linking a video where I'm talking about 5 specific communication tactics that you can use in your day-to-day corporate world. Please go ahead and check out the sandwich technique in specific. Just to give you a quick highlight about the sandwich technique, nothing but when you write an email, start with the positive things. In the middle, highlight the issues that you are facing, and in the end, propose a solution. This way, you are highlighting the positive at the start and positive at the end, and the middle portion, which is the essence of the sandwich, is where you will highlight the negative portion. Please look for that video for getting more information on this technique. The third way you can resolve these issues is communication with your manager himself or herself. If the managers are proactive, that is great news for you. But if the managers are not proactive, you have to keep telling them through the emails what is happening with your client. Even a slightest hint of discomfort, you need to tell them. And also make sure you continuously take feedback from the manager. And there is another technique called as positive reinforcement technique. What is that? Don't go to the manager always and say that, hey, can you please tell me where should I improve? That is not the right way to take feedback. Every single conversation, always tell the manager, hey, what did I do well in the last 2 months? What did I do well in the last 15 days? Because the manager is thinking about you positively. And these things the manager will remember, and when 6 months down the lane, when there is a time for that salary increase, appraisal, they will have a lot of points remembered about about you in the positive light. This was told to me by a very senior consulting professional who spent more than 25 years in the industry, and I have been using this ever since. Please do use it. The fourth point is about yourself. No matter what happens in the corporate world, whether your manager is criticizing you, whether your client is sending you a bad email, just doesn't matter. You should not treat yourself harshly. You need to make sure that you instill that self-confidence in you. And how can you do that? Let me tell you a small story over here. In June 2023, one of my good friends was actually fired from work. In July and August, he was very depressed and he was looking for jobs and he was not getting any interview invites. September, he got an invite, he converted it, and now in October, it's been already 1 month since he is working, and in October there is already an opportunity for him to move abroad. Now, how things change rapidly is something which you can't imagine, where nothing is personal and nothing is long lasting. The fifth thing is, now if you are a manager, understand that your juniors' emotional well-being and also their career path depends a lot on how you are going to treat them, how you are going to support them. Just if you see one bad client email about your junior, just don't go ahead and blast them out completely. Support them, listen to them first of all, and understand what you can do. Make sure that you are asking about data. Understand, hey, what happened? Can you show me some emails? Can you show me some tickets that you have been assigned? Show me where are these delays happening. Ask them for that data. And once you see that data, then go ahead and speak to the client. Support your junior all the time, no matter what. And once you support them, you will see that that person will actually exceed the expectations and perform very, very well. And finally, to conclude, please remember all these 5 things on how you can handle a negative client feedback. And more importantly, just to reiterate, don't take anything personally in the corporate world, because nothing is permanent, and also both the positives and the negatives can change very quickly. Thank you guys. Please go ahead, share this video with somebody who is going through some or the other kind of issues in the corporate world, and I hope they will benefit from it. See you again. Bye bye.